Hello, everyone. My name is Derek. I'm from just outside the area. I came here obviously to talk about flock cameras because I feel like flock cameras are a little bit bigger than just, Auburn City Council. It's kind of a nationwide issue. So I saw the opportunity to coming here. It affects me. Something that people don't really think about or haven't really mentioned before is knowing that these flock cameras exist and wherever we go is tracked and monitored. I just don't go certain places like Auburn, for example. I don't come here, spend money here, or do anything here because of these flock cameras, and I know they're there. Every day, we're always facing all these different ways that we're being tracked, monitored, all our biometric data is being taken, sold, doing whatever, all these things that we have. All of our pockets are filled with, devices that have all these tracking things, but there's usually always some kind of silver bullet or way to go around that. There's a consent issue, you can opt out. At the very minimum, you can just not participate in those activities. You can go back to the way things were without technology. But with this flock scenario and this AI surveillance that has spread across the United States without anybody seeing it is creating a whole different system where we can't opt out of it, you can't go anywhere, you can't go places, and no one is secure as exactly what the information is being collected is. They don't know where it's going, they don't know who has access to it. I don't think even you know how it's being used. I don't think the police departments know how it's being used. The thing is, a lot of people have gotten up and they've talked about, all the bad things. We always know that they're bad because they've been, they've flagged the wrong person, they've stalked the wrong person, all these reasons. But there's a lot of legal reasons why they are bad as well, and we haven't talked about any of those. There's a few Supreme Court cases that basically make flock cameras completely illegal, and everybody should know them, especially council members that are going to be voting on this. You might want to get the legal team to jot this down. I'm not a lawyer in any way, but these are real things. Carpenter versus U.S., cell site data, that's your data where you are. You need a warrant to get it. So the idea that just because I have a phone, I'm okay being tracked, that's not true. You have to have a warrant to get that. Cats versus U.S., your privacy is not just your physical location, your house, it's your information. It's where you are, it's your conversations. Kylo versus U.S., use of technology to learn information that would be unknowable without the use of that technology. The DA was using a thermal imagery on people's houses. Flock cameras are using infrared light and all kinds of random technology that nobody knows, and we wouldn't be able to gather that information without the use of that technology. And then lastly, this is the one that should make you want to tear the contract up tonight for Flock, is Chatry versus U.S. This is about geofence warrants where the government is no longer allowed to just say, hey, I want access to everybody's location in this specific area targeted at Google. That is no longer allowed. They have to get a warrant for that specifically against one person. This flock camera system does just exactly that, creates a giant dragnet of surveillance. So after reading all those things and going through the Fourth Amendment and being a public sworn servant as myself, same as you, we're supposed to protect our Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. At this point, anybody that is pushing or backing this AI surveillance is by definition a domestic enemy. Thank you.